Well, hey there, and happy Sunday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle right in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up memories, test your smarts, and maybe, just maybe, we will teach you something new along the way. We do go live most Sundays and usually on Wednesdays as well at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now, when the doors swing open and the lights go down low, this is when the trivia starts to flow. While our robots quickly paint each scene, I will give up the clues, and you will take your best guesses as we will move through tonight's categories. First, we'll be visiting the top 20 iconic album covers of all time. So, not the top 20 albums, the top 20 album covers. And then we'll be doing the top 20 celebrity couples of all time. That should be fun. And then finally, we will have an optional bonus round that will be available if we have enough hardcore enthusiasts hanging around later on. Now, this isn't just a trivia show. It's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Now, I wanted to quickly mention our sponsor, DavidHansonArt.com. That is me. And this is where you can find our live show cover art like you see all around me here, and all the related wall art and merchandise products that you may enjoy. Anyway, you can get to that by the link on my channel page or at davidhansonart.com. Now, be sure to check in down in the chat. Say hello. This is where you'll throw out your guesses, or you'll just be hanging out with the rest of the crew. I see a couple early birds. I see Arena and Sandra in the house. Hello, how you guys doing? Very good to see you. Let's go ahead and fire up the robots and get our first round going. What the heck, huh? Here we go. All right, now this is where I say, okay, you know the rules. The robots are the ones who do the painting, and that means you do the guessing. And I do give a few clues along the way. Now we're going to start with an interesting one. The top 20 iconic album covers of all time. So very visually oriented tonight. We'll see how we do. All right, number 20. Let's get it started. Here we go. Now, this dreamy dusk shot shows a luxury building bathed in golden light. You got to take my word for it. The location is a real hotel in Beverly Hills. It's not just a lyrical metaphor. It evokes eerie calm and Californian excess in one moody frame. The music behind it tells tales of fading fame and a mysterious woman. Now, it's the cover to an album featuring one of the misinterpreted guitar solos in rock. There you go, Sandra. Very good. Let me read that last clue again. It's the cover to an album featuring one of the most misinterpreted guitar solos in rock. Tucker! What's going on, man? That's right. This is the Hotel California. There it is. So, no words on there. We had to take the words off. This is by the Eagles, of course. The Eagles. I guess I needed to ask you that. Who knows the year? Anybody have a guess on what year? Hotel California by the Eagles? Yeah. So we'll try to get the album, name of the album for sure. And if we haven't already identified the group, we'll get the group. And then the year if possible. So anyway, down to number 19. 1976 was the year Hotel California came out. This one's kind of interesting. This cover looks like produce, but it's way more art than snack. It was designed by a man who has also painted soup cans. Early pressings of this album let you peel something off, literally. Now, a lot of these old albums were very 3D, right? They had different moving components on them. Yeah. It was 76, not 75, Doctor. But anyway, close enough. All right, now who knows anything about this album cover? The music was edgy, avant-garde, and it featured a German chanteuse. It's the Banana album that launched 1,000 bands. Okay, well, so Andy Warhol is the artist. And yeah, there you go, Doctor. Doctor's got it. This was the Velvet Underground. Now it has, on my my answer here, it says the Velvet Underground and Nico. Now I'm not sure what that means. I'm familiar with the Velvet Underground, of course. This was back in 67. Pretty good. We're doing well so far. All right, number 18. A glam icon, lightning struck and otherworldly. The makeup alone has inspired Halloween costumes for decades. Now this look debuted right after Ziggy, but with a little more sparkle. Doctor! Very good. By, you are correct, Aladdin Sane is the name of the album. And this is by the artist and the year. This is the cover where he became a literal Volk of glam rock. The photo was taken in just 1 hour. Now it's immortalized in tattoo shops and museums alike. Yeah, David Bowie, I'm very close. 73. David Bowie, 73. I think we'll give, anytime you get within 1 year, I think we'll have to count it. So yeah, Aladdin Sane, David Bowie, 1973. There he is. He's not doing much. He's just kind of staring at us. A little scary. All right, number 17. This is one of my favorite bands from back in the day. Now this one shows total destruction mid-motion. Punk energy in one frame. The image is black and white, but the typography, now we're not showing the typography on this album, but it was very much like an Elvis album. Someone's not having a great day with their bass guitar. Now you can't really tell what's going on there, but it's a musician smashing his guitar on the ground, I believe. The cover nods to rock's birth while announcing Punk's snarling arrival. All right, Doctor, you're going to be tough on this one, I can tell. How about a year? You are correct. The name of the album was indeed London Calling, and the band is, of course, The Clash. And photographer Penny Smith initially thought that the photo was too blurry, but it became Punk's most iconic shot. And you are dead right. 1979. London Calling, The Clash. And then we see a little more of the scene there. I guess that didn't really happen. All right, we're down to number 16. Now, a starman waits in a London alley, bathed in moody streetlight. It's gritty, theatrical, and a little bit alien, just like the music. This persona had a flame orange mullet, platform boots, and a space prophecy. So what? Okay, so Sandra, you're right. You're right. That is the character's name. What about the full name of the album? Full name of the album. I like that, Doctor, but this is, I don't know, was that a different album than this? Now, this had a different name to it. The cover introduced a character who fell to earth and into rock legend. He claimed that the K-West sign, there's a K-West sign there over his head, just looked cool, but fans insisted it meant something, Kabbalah or King of the West. It was a furrier's shop. Anyway, the name of the album was actually The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. That's not familiar name, right? The Rise and Fall. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. David Bowie, 1972. All right, next up. You'll know this one. Two bandmates, mid-pose, whirling like something's out of a Shakespeare dream. There's a lot of velvet, a crystal ball, and some serious romantic tension. The pair on the cover were in a breakup and still had to tour together. Their names are... All right, Brad, very good. We do need the... Oh, you had the name of the album. Okay, so who knows the year? Who knows the year? Brad's in the house. What's the answer? And I like the backslash. That gives us a kind of a more digital flair. Yeah, 77. That's right. That's right. You guys know everything about this one. Pretty iconic image, right? Rumors. Fleetwood Mac, 1977. Now, the robots are telling me that Stevie and Mick used to date. Was that true before Lindsey Buckingham came in? I didn't know that part. Oh, Mick Fleetwood borrowed those props from a laboratory chain. After. Huh. Okay, this one's pretty iconic. This is the one that will get us in trouble on YouTube. A baby, a dollar, and a pool. What could go wrong? This image was banned, debated, and endlessly memeified. It captured the innocence and the cynicism of a whole generation. The band behind it basically dropped hair metal off the chart. Yeah, I know you guys know this one. Yeah, very good. Very good. Brad has a... Excuse me. Now, it's the naked truth of the 90s grunge. Chasing money before you can swim. So yeah, and Doctor has the name of the album there. Very good. So we have the name of the album and the name of the group. And how about the year? Anybody know? The baby, Spencer Eldon, later recreated the pose as an adult. What? I didn't know that. Oh. So yeah, I could not get any of the AI video makers to make me a video of this image. It's banned. There's a little too much censorship going on in the biz. Just saying. Just saying. All right, number 13. This will be an easy one for you. You don't see his face, just denim, red cap, and stars and stripes. Politicians love this image until they actually read the lyrics. This blue collar backside became an American icon. Very good, very good. Brad and Doctor are kind of combining. Very good. And Sandra, you are correct. Who's got the year? Anybody have the year? It's a working man's pride meets rock and roll swagger. The boss stood still, but the cover shouted across decades. Reagan tried to co-opt the song, not realizing it was a critique of American policy. Trump does that with a lot of stuff too, right? Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, and the year was 1994. Oh, I'm sorry, 1984. Oh, gee. Oh, Doctor, you're within a year again. You got it. All right, number 12. 4 men crossing the street. No words needed. They're in single file, but one isn't wearing any shoes. This pedestrian moment sparked years of... What was the conspiracy? You guys have to come up with a conspiracy for me now. You've obviously got the answer here, Brad. Yeah, well, we all have these albums. I don't know if anybody still has the albums, but we did all have the albums. These are all pretty well known. Yeah, the weird thing, Paul is dead, right? That was the weird thing. Why did that come from this picture? Abbey Road is correct. The Beatles is correct. And the year is close enough. Within one, 1969. 1969. It's the zebra crossing that launched 1,000 tourist photos. There you go. That's an actual street in London. And yes, it has a 24-hour live cam now. That it does. That's an image you've never seen before. Them finishing crossing the crosswalk. All right, number 11. Fog, purple light, and a very dramatic motorcycle. This isn't just an album, it's a movie, a movement, and a mood. The robots missed the barefoot, huh? Well, the funny thing about that, Brad, if that were true, oh, you mean in the video part? Yeah, the picture is actually an original photograph, and then the robots do make a little movie from it. And they might have added shoes. All right, so Brad had the album. Sandra adds the artist. And who got the year? Anybody know? You are correct. This is the Purple Rain album by Prince. And the year is the bike, not a prop. Prince actually rode that Honda-Matic in the movie. You're only 10 years off, Brad. Not bad. Oh, typo. Yes, you guys both have it. 1984 is correct. 1984. All right, so that brings us down to the top 10. Top 10. Here we go. This is surprising that this is the album cover for this one. A lounge suit, a lounge pose, and a look that said, King of Pop. No zombies here, just one smooth criminal in white. Very good, Doctor. The tiger cub in the outtakes didn't make the final cut. He's leaning on his elbow, but his cover carried the weight of history. Oh my gosh, look at all the information flowing in like a faucet. It's the best-selling album of all time. Suitably slick and iconic. And the Doctor is correct. It is Thriller. It is Michael Jackson. And it is 1982. The photographer had to ask MJ to stop giggling during the shoot. He thought the suit looked too formal. Okay. Yeah, and so it's that Thriller, right, where there's that kind of white band up there. It's a Thriller. Very good. All right, now here's one of my favorite albums coming up. Definitely. A motorcycle bursts from a grave. Subtle, right? It's not just an album cover, it's a whole Wagnerian fever dream. Wagnerian fever dream. Okay, got that. The artist behind it also painted comic books and heavy metal fantasies. A giant bat looms over a crimson sky. Opera, but make it rock. This is what happens when camp and chaos find perfect harmony. All right, so the doctor's got it. Matthew, what's going on? It's not Iron Maiden, Matthew, but... And close, the Doctor is within one again, so we're gonna have to give him the nod here. This is one of my favorites. You guys like this album? I love it though. By the Dashboard Lights. Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf, 1977. 1977. The dramatic painting was done by Richard Corbin, famed for heavy metal magazine covers. There you go. Yeah, very cool. Watch the little video here. Very cool. They get this motorcycle guy down. All right, we're down to number 8. Let Me Sleep on It. Now this one is a garden party for the weirdest guest list ever. Historical icons, wax figures, and a band in Technicolor uniform. There are flowers spelling out words, and also a grave. More of this grave stuff. This cover cost more to produce than most albums did to record. All right, so let's get the full correct answer, please. It's a psychedelic explosion that changed what album art could be. The Beatles wanted Hitler and Jesus on the cover. One of them got nixed. All right. So, Doctor, you gonna make me put it all together? No, Sandra's gonna help out. Sandra's gonna help out and put it together for us. Who's got the year? Who's got the year? That's important. I I was surprised. I thought this was after the other one, Abbey Road, but this was before. Yeah, 19. Yeah, Doctor's got it. 1967. Dr. Pepper's Lonely Hearted Club Band, The Beatles, 1967. There you go. All right. Next up. The picture leaves something to the imagination. A grid of bricks, no band name, no fuss. It's white and bare, but hiding a storm of emotion and sound. This concept album told a story of isolation, trauma, and yes, bricks. The cover screamed minimalism. The music screamed everything else. What? Yeah, sort of come in with the British bands. All right, so we're looking for the album, and Stuart has that, and the artist, and he has that. Who knows the year? Who knows the year? It's a wall that became a monument to rock's most theatrical ambition. The wall design was drawn by illustrator Gerard Sharp, who also worked on the animated film adaptation. That's right, there was a movie for this. You guys remember the movie? Hey, you're correct. It's The Wall, and it is by the artist Pink Floyd. And the year is about 1979. There you go. All right, next up, number 6. Neon pink and green that I've almost edited out of the picture to make it a little harder to guess. Hit you like a rock and roll punch. The band mid-shout, mid-strum, pure 50s energy. This cover didn't just sell music, it sold rebellion. The color combo was so bold it got reused by punk bands. That was the Clash actually reused this in the London Calling cover that we've already seen. So yes, who knows the actual album name on this one? Anybody know? This is all the way back. I'm going to give you the year. This is all the way back in 1956. So that's a long time ago. The Clash's London Calling intentionally mimicked this layout as a punk tribute. There you go. So it is Elvis. It is Elvis. And the album is a bit of a trick question. The album is Elvis Presley, and the artist is Elvis Presley. I told you the year is 1956. So there you go. All right, number 5. You've been getting all of them too easily, so it had to be a little hard. All right. I didn't even remember this album cover. This is a weird one. No band name, no album title, just a picture on a peeling wall. So, I don't know, you can't quite tell yet, but that's a picture hanging on a kind of a deteriorating wall. The painting shows an old man with sticks on his back. Urban decay meets rural mystery in this cryptic tableau. It's a cryptic tableau. Fans had to earn the knowledge, like rock archaeology. All right, doctor. All right. And you even got the number. Although we tend to use Roman numerals on this. But you are correct with your answers. You've got it all. Now, how about the year? How about the year? Yeah, how about the year? Anybody know? The Styx Man painting was found in a thrift shop by Robert Plant. This is Led Zeppelin 4, and close, pretty close, 1971. You had to earn the knowledge. Like, what is that about? Explain, please. All right, now we're into the cryptic bunch. The top four. It's all cryptic. All black. That's it. And somehow that's everything. It was a statement of mourning and a declaration of defiance. The logo is the only splash of personality, and it was just embossed, right? You can't see it because it's embossed. It's not a color. After losing a lead singer, this was their thunderous return. Matthew! Very good, Matthew. The cover doesn't whisper. It roars in silence. So yeah, can you imagine me trying to draw that? Or the robots? Got hard. They're trying their best. Back in Black, AC/DC, and the year was, anybody know? The original vinyl had a raised block AC/DC logo. Minimalism with muscle. Minimalism with muscle. Very good, 1980. Matthew had the trifecta. Doctor had that. Very good. All right, next up. Number 3, top 3. This is probably the most obscure one on my whole list. A carved face in an old school desk. Memory meets message. It's soulful, sepia-toned, and deeply personal. One woman, one vision, and a classroom's worth of lyrical wisdom. This wasn't just a debut, it was a manifesto. Very good. Okay, we've got the artist. And yeah, Doctor. Very good. Very good. Interesting name. It's a portrait of vulnerability, strength etched in wood. And you got it. Now there you go, Stuart, with the full correct answer in one place. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, spelled with a Y. And it's Lauryn Hill, and the year is, anybody know? The desk cover was inspired by Hill's experience at Columbia High School in New Jersey. Columbia High School in New Jersey. That's a wood desk. See the little pencil tray up there. Pretty close. 98. Pretty close. Okay, top 2. I didn't remember this album cover. This album cover was very racy. It's tight denim and an even tighter shot. There's a real zipper on the original LP cover. This pop art provocation came from the mind of Andy Warhol. The image was so raw It caused retailers to hesitate. Very good, very good. All right, you guys are getting it. Very good. It's rock and roll. Zipper first. The zipper damaged the records during shipping, so they had to pack them half zipped. All right, you guys got it. How about the year? Anybody know? Sticky Fingers, the Rolling Stones. Pretty racist. Pretty racist image. Can't wait for the video, right? Hold on to your seats for the video. Correct. 1971. Very good. Sticky Fingers, the Rolling Stones, 1971. And there's the video. I guess it's not that racist. All right. Number one. And we all had this album. Pink. Yes, again, because it wasn't enough. It's the only cover to appear. Simple lines, infinite meaning. This cover lived on dorm walls everywhere. That's right. Did you? I used to do that. I took my albums, just the covers. I take the records out and then tack the albums all up in a grid on my wall. So it was like a super graphic wall. Did you guys do that? I did that. The light beam was pure science. The album was pure philosophy. It's the most enduring visual in rock. Geometry meets mythology. And let's see. I see the artist. And there's the album. Very good. Anybody know the year? Anybody else do that? Put all their albums up on the wall, stack them up. So you had this clean grid. That's pretty cool. Pretty good. 1973. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd, 1973. All right, well, that was kind of easy, but it was fun. It's, it's nostalgia. Every once in a while, we get a little bit nostalgic here at Days After Dark. We have one too many drinks, and we get a little too nostalgic. Good to have everybody in the house. Hey, Stuart, if I didn't say, Matthew, Doctor, Sandra, good to have everybody here. Hey, let's do a lightning round, huh? What do you say? Let's see. I'm going to tell you ahead of time. It is the non-Disney animations. Okay, we're going to do 20 of them in 2 minutes. As a team, I think you got them all, didn't you? if, we, if we count everybody's answers, I think we got them all. Good job. All right, let's do round two. What the heck is round two? I don't remember. We'll just be surprised. All right, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, and I try to trick you with some clues. Now we're going to take a look at the top 20 celebrity couples of all time. Celebrity couples. Once again, I don't think it's going to be that hard. Number 20. Now, they may not be still couples. This young pop couple wore denim like it was an armor. They met on the Mickey Mouse Club. Child stars turned chart royalty. He brought the falsetto. She brought the snake. Their breakup led to a whole album of emotional notes. All right, well, Matthew, you're correct. The 2001 AMAs was the peak of coordinated denim. So I guess they used to wear coordinated denim. Yeah, so Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. Their all denim outfits are so legendary that even Katy Perry and Riff Raff parodied them in 2014. There you go. There you go. That's a more complete answer, Sandra. Appreciate that. And there they are. There they are. All right. Celebrity couples. They met on the set of a Roman epic and never looked back twice. Never looked back twice. This couple's fights were as famous as their jewels. Married, divorced, then married again. It was love on the loop. She had violet eyes. He had a booming voice. And he had a bad temper. Their love was so scandalous, it prompted Vatican criticism. You are correct, of course. Sandra. And then Stuart with the more full answer. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. And they were married twice. This is kind of an iconic picture. I'm guessing this is the second wedding, but I could be wrong. Because she probably wore white on her first. How many times was Elizabeth Taylor married in total? How about this question? How many carats was the diamond that Burton gave Taylor? Yeah, 9 is correct on the number of marriages. All right, number 18. Here's a favorite couple. They met on a Disney set, and then they reconnected as adults. But they never have been married. Did you know that? They've raised a blended Hollywood family without red tape. He calls her Goldilocks, and she calls him Pa. Despite the glitz, they've stayed down to earth and private. It's the rare long-term love story that's still unfolding 4 decades later. All right, we're feeling our way to the answer, and then Sandra comes in with the complete answer. Everybody's got pieces, so we're gonna give everybody some credit. And then we're gonna say Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell is correct. We met on a Disney set way back in the day. Wasn't he he was like a track runner on a Disney movie when he was in his 20s. Can't remember. They finally played a married couple on screen, but they still haven't been married. All right. Number 17. This is a more contemporary couple. Blood vials, matching tattoos, and constant headlines. She called him her twin flame. Intense is an understatement. They met on a film set and went full tabloid immortal in record time. Their red carpet looks are less formal and more fashion fever-dream. Jolene Thornton was a good guess because you jumped on the blood vials, didn't you? It's Gen Z's answer to 2000's Brangelina. Fiery and unfiltered. Yeah, Matthew. Matthew has the most correct answer. He proposed with a ring designed to hurt if she tried to remove it. Okay, who knows his name? Does anybody know his name? Megan Fox. And it's not Brian Austin Green. This is about the most normal I've ever seen this guy look. His name is Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, there you go. King comes in with the abbreviated answer. King's in the house. Welcome, King. All right, number 16. Hey, she was posh. He bent it. Together, they broke the fame-o-meter. The wedding had thrones, yes, actual golden thrones. They've ruled both fashion and football from London to LA. All right. The King's got them both. Very good. Their matching outfits weren't always subtle, but always iconic. It's a love story that turned into a billion-dollar brand. Their wax figures at the Madame Tussauds wore outfits from their actual wedding day. How about that? Posh Spice and David Beckham. Yes, Victoria Beckham. There you go. Okay. Between the team, we got them all. Looks like maybe King had it. King had it right away there. Victoria and David Beckham. There they are. So posh. All right. This next one's one of my favorite oldies. This will be a little harder because it's older. Although the clues are a little too good. He was old blue eyes and she was the screen siren who could match him note for note in drama. The relationship burned fast and bright. Hollywood couldn't look away. He left his wife for her, of course, and the press had a field day. She once said he was the love of her life and also her biggest mistake. I don't know how you can do both of those, but you know, she was a wild one. She was a wild one. Yes, yes, Stuart. And doctor corrects the spelling of Ava. Very good. Yes. She spelled it with an A. She did. Their fights were so operatic. Sinatra's emotional low point during their breakup allegedly inspired his most heartbreaking songs. Oh, she was the muse. She was also a muse for Ernest Hemingway, if you guys didn't know that. I don't think they were ever married, but she was with Ernest Hemingway later. Yeah. Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner. Correct. There you go. All right, number 14. He was a Beatle. She was an avant-garde artist. Together, they redefined power couple. They held bed-ins for peace. I remember this. They showed the news story with them in their bed and collaborated on everything from albums to activism. Their love was blamed, often unfairly, for the breakup of the band. Yes. All right. So you guys know. Stuart? Very good. King? Sandra? So, let's vote on it. Was she the cause of the breakup of the Beatles? Did she break up the Beatles? One of the most talked about relationships in music history, still sparking debate. Their wedding lasted 10 minutes in Gibraltar, but their honeymoon protest in bed lasted a week. Yeah. Yep. It was her fault? Okay. That's right. I remember that. She screamed. She has a better smile than I think she had in reality there. All right, number 13. I need the tabloid name as well as the couple's name on this one. A tabloid dream team that defined early 2000s gossip. He gave her a pink diamond engagement ring before pink diamonds were a thing. They co-starred in Giggly, the worst movie ever made. 2 decades later, they rebooted the romance, and this time it stuck a little longer. As of the GPT edition, they were still together. This couple has had more comebacks than a Marvel franchise. All right, you guys know who this is, obviously. Very good, very good. And what's the tabloid name? What's the you know what I'm talking about. What's the short for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? Anybody know? This couple, their second wedding featured 3 ceremonies, one of which lasted an entire weekend. There you go, Sandra. Very good. It's the Benifer. Yeah, and the robots think they're still together because OpenAI trained on a model a little while ago. All right, number 12. They were the red carpet rulers of the 1990s. Tall, glossy, and impossibly photogenic. One of them was tall. They starred in Eyes Wide Shut, which mirrored their complex real-life dynamic. Their marriage involved private jets, Scientology, and stunning press shots. They split after 10 years, just before the 10-year anniversary. Wow. Kind of looks like Sonny and Cher. Kind of looks like them. You know, he's shorter, she's taller. Let's see. The king, who had it first? You guys have to decide. Kelky's in the house. What's going on, man? She famously said, "Now I can wear heels again." After the divorce. Ooh, brutal. Kidman's spontaneous joy in that paparazzi photo post-breakup became a meme decades later. All right, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. There they are. You look happy enough there. Yeah. The couples keep getting bigger. Number 11. A pairing of fashion, fame, and constant headlines. Their wedding was in Florence, but the proposal was at a baseball stadium. She wore Givenchy, he wore whatever he wears. From Bound 2 to 4 kids and a high-profile divorce, this couple spanned pop culture extremes. Very good. Very good. Looks like everybody's getting it. Matthew, Dr. Sandra. No, it's not Sonny and Cher. But, you know, Sandra, if you keep saying it long enough, you have to keep saying it. You've got that answer programmed in, don't you, Sandra? You've got it programmed. Their wedding photo became the most liked Instagram post of 2014. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Notice Kim's name is first. It was style, chaos, and the Kardashians on a $1 billion scale. There you go. Yeah, they're worth a little money, little coinage. All right, let's go back in time. One of our favorites here on the show. She made us laugh. He made the music. Together, they made TV history. Their off-screen marriage mirrored the highs and lows of the TV show. He gave her the role of a lifetime. She gave him a second and third chance. They got back together 3 times. They built a studio empire even as their relationship fell apart. Yeah. Not Sonny and Cher. Yeah, it's the Ricardos. Or the Arnazes. Behind every wall, there was a real-life couple battling fame and friction. Even after divorcing, they remained close. Desi's last words to Lucy were, "I love you too, honey." Lucy, I'm home. Lucy, I'm home. Lucy. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. There they are. Little Ricky. How about Little Ricky? All right. Here we go. Number 9. She runs the world. He built an empire. Together, they broke the internet. From secret wedding to public drama, they've survived and thrived. Their album sold a saga, betrayal, forgiveness, and power moves. They've toured together, dropped surprise albums, and become cultural royalty. Yes. Have you? It's not Machine Gun Kelly, I don't think. Yes. Yes, Beyonce and the other one. That is correct. The Beehive buzzed hardest when this duo nearly unraveled in an elevator. Oh, that's right. They've got the footage of a fight in the elevator, right? Crazy in Love wasn't just a hit. Their real life flirtation set music. Beyonce and Jay-Z is correct. Very good. It's quite the outfit she's got going there. Now remember, these start from actual photos, and then the robots kind of run amok with it. So. All right, number 8. Go back in time a little. The actress and the athlete. America's dream couple with a tragic twist. He loved her deeply, but the spotlight came between them. He wasn't a fan of flying skirts and flashing bulbs. They actually got divorced very quickly, but he sent roses to her grave for 20 years. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. It's a bittersweet love story that still haunts Hollywood. So yeah, good job, Doctor. Good job. So how about that, huh? He actually sent roses to her grave for 20 years. Wow. Yeah. Joe DiMaggio. He had her interred at Westwood Village Memorial and ensured her crypt was always adorned with flowers. Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, there you go. And Maryland Monroe. At least not Marilyn Manson, but just it is very confusing. All right, more contemporary again. They met on a double date with other people. Their banter is so sharp, it should be classified as a weapon. Instagram posts, equal parts roast and romance. They're the rare couple where both are equally beloved online. If sarcasm were a love language, these two are fluent. All right, very good, King. Doctor, that is a morbid fact, Doctor. Yes, King and Sandra, you are correct. This is the robot trying to give Blake all her teeth. Come on, robots. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. I guess they like to banter, which that sounds cool. Reynolds bought the house where the Amityville Horror was filmed, and Lively still stays with him. Did they ever stay in his house? He bought that Amityville house. That is weird. Must have been a joke. Number 6. Going back in time a little. Hollywood royalty with a marriage that actually lasted more than 50 years. 50 years! They balanced movie star glam with quiet, charitable living. She won an Oscar before he did, and he loved that. Their romance was low drama, high devotion. He once said, "Why go out for a burger when you can have a steak at home?" I guess that's something you say in the 60s. Why go out for a burger when you can have a steak at home? Yes, doctor. That's the short answer. Sandra. You are correct, Stuart. You're also correct. He once said, oh, I already said that. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward is correct. Newman founded Newman's Own and donated all the profits because love and pasta sauce go hand in hand. Now, when Paul Newman decided to donate all those profits from the brand, I don't think he knew how big it was going to become. Excuse me. All right, number 6. Very good. Number 6. And we do need the paparazzi name as well. They met on a spy movie set while one of them was still married. Their family quickly grew through birth and adoption. 6 kids in total between them. She wore a vial of blood once, and he left Jennifer Aniston. Kind of the same. From red carpet glam to custody battles, their story was Hollywood's obsession. All right, Matthew has the name we're looking for, and Stuart, of course, has the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and before that, Doctor has the famous Dr. Short answer, and Matthew as well. Very good. You guys are all getting too quick for each other. They were both glam and gritty until they flamed out spectacularly. They got married at their French chateau with the kids drawing on her veil. That's right, they weren't married initially, right? They got married later down the road, right before they got divorced. There they are, looking pretty cool, looking pretty dapper. All right, we got top 4. Top 4 celebrity couples. The fairy tale wedding with a 25-foot train and a ticking clock. What? She was the people's princess. He was in love with someone else. Fairy tale marriage. They're married in more ways than one. Their marriage was watched by billions and cracked under the glare. All right, very good. King, go King. Of course, a tragic ending sealed her legacy and reshaped a monarchy. They had 2 royal sons, but a very public divorce. Prince Charles and Princess Diana are, of course, correct. Their wedding was watched by 750 million people, nearly a fifth of the global population at that time. Yes, Stuart, we have a pretty easy category, so it is hard on the floor connections when it's so easy, right? I felt like you guys deserved an easy night. You guys have been working so hard. We do have a harder bonus round if you're ready for the bonus round later. All right, top three. Top three. She met him when she was just 14, and his fame was already sky high. He wooed her with charm and gifts. They married in Vegas, and they had one daughter, Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie. He was often away. She eventually walked away. A love that sparked fan devotion and debate. Despite their divorce, they remained close until his death. Yes. All right. So I think Stuart, I think you got that one despite the internet connection. King, you're right behind. Mr. Lowry, welcome to the game. Very good. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Despite their divorce, they remained close until his death. Priscilla even helped manage his legacy. Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley. Now, what was the story on Priscilla? Wasn't she the daughter of someone? I can't remember. Anyway, we got top two to go. Sandra, top two to go. All right, Sandra, ready? From I Got You, Babe to a TV empire, this couple laughed and bickered in front of millions of people. They broke up on screen before they did in real life. She was the towering glam goddess. He was the mustachioed punchline. And they made that work. All right. Cedra, you were ready. Okay. They were sandbagging on you. Divorce didn't dull their chemistry. They even kept working together. Their love was showbiz, gold, and heartbreak blues. Cher was holding his hand at his funeral, decades after their divorce. Well, that sounds a little morbid. Cher was holding his hand at his funeral. Now, does anybody remember how he died? It was kind of, it was strange. It was an accident. Wasn't it an accident? I believe it was an accident. Yeah. And it was an accident that I can relate to. Yeah, a skiing accident. Skiing accident. Yeah, skied into a tree. He did. I've had a bad skiing accident when I was about 30 as well, but I didn't ski into a tree. At least I didn't do that. All right. Number one. He was the president. She was the fashion icon first lady. Together, they embodied Camelot, a mythical vision of America. He gave televised tours of the White House while raising 2 young children. His affairs were whispered. Her style shouted elegance. Their story ended in tragedy, but their image endures in history books and in hearts alike. All right. What was her maiden name? What was her maiden name? Doctor had the short answer way up there. Pelkey had one of them. Matthew, King, Stuart, everybody's participating in the combination answer. And yes, her maiden name was Eucalyptus. That's incorrect. John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy. And I believe, wasn't her maiden name Bouvet? Bouvet, yeah. There you go, son. Correct, you are. Now, most of you will be familiar with the way we used to do things. And we'll go back to that for a bit here now and ask you, make sure that everybody wants to do a bonus round. And if you want to do a bonus round, I need a couple thumbs up. And the category will be top 20 TV radio hosts. TV or radio. TV and or radio hosts of all time. Top 20 TV and radio hosts. That's the bonus round. But I do need a couple thumbs up for me to, and King has lots of thumbs up, but the doctor comes in with the second one. So I guess we're going to do a bonus round. I suspected as much. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to fire it right up. We're going to get going. Well, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I give the clues. Top 20 TV and radio hosts of all time. All right, here we go. Let's fire it up. And the first one is a sports one, too, Sandra. His voice was nasal, his delivery intense, and you knew it instantly. He covered boxing and football with unmatched drama. He made Monday Night Football feel like Shakespeare. His interviews with Muhammad Ali were legendary. Love him or loathe him, he redefined what sports could sound like. Very good, Doctor. Sandra, right behind, really close. Howard Cosell is correct. Howard was born in 1918 and he passed away in 1995. Cosell called Ali's fights 19 times. He did 19 fights, including the Rumble in the Jungle. Who remembers the Rumble in the Jungle? Now, was that one of the Ali Frazier fights, or was that the first Ali Foreman fight? The Rumble in the Jungle. I don't remember. I think it was the second Frazier fight, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Who knows which one was it? Yeah. Howard Cosell is correct. All right. Number 19. Now, this gentleman wrote for The Simpsons show before he ever cracked a joke on camera. He is gangly, he is a ginger, and brilliantly absurd. He ruled the weird corners of the late night shows. His Walker Texas Ranger lever and remotes are now comedy lore. He's a Harvard grad turned fan favorite host with a cult-like following. All right. It's like maybe Matthew had that one first with the short answer. The king with the more complete. That's correct. Conan the Barbarian. Oh no, Conan O'Brien. Conan. I was getting excited about saying Conan the Barbarian. We need a new Conan movie, don't we? I mean, who's for a new Conan series? I think that'd be awesome. Who would play Conan this time? His hair is as iconic as his self-deprecating humor. Excuse me. There he is. Conan. All right. Remember, we're doing top TV and or radio hosts. Top TV and or radio hosts. Number 18. He changed AM radio forever with a mic and strong opinions. Love him or hate him, you probably heard him. His voice became the soundtrack of conservative America. A giant in political talk radio with unmatched influence. His golden EIB microphone was practically a brand. All right. There we go. There we go. No, I don't know, Doctor. I don't know if we can give you credit for that. I think we have to give it to Matthew. Rush Limbaugh is the correct answer. He was born in 1951, and he did pass away fairly recently in 2021. He once ran a cat adoption segment between rants. Seriously. All right. There he is, Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, they say he had quite the addiction there to the pain meds. Yeah. That's too bad. All right, number 17. You get a clue, and you get a clue. She turned personal storytelling into a daytime TV revolution. Books, interviews, and full-blown life advice, all before lunch. From a talk show to an empire, she became a household name. All right. She was easy enough to recognize, right? Kalki, I think got it first there. Okay. Stuart, Matthew. Everybody's playing the Oprah game. Maybe she'll give you a car. I don't give cars. I don't give nothing. I don't get nothing. I don't give nothing. One of her car giveaways nearly collapsed the studio floor. True story. All right. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born in 1954, and she is still with us today. I think we should get the full name. I agree with you, King. Couldn't agree with you more. You should use the doctor technique. That comes from years of playing. All right, number 16. Number 16. All right, this is for you British folks, I think. This Irish charmer is a sofa maestro. Celebs feel very comfy on his couch. He's loose, cheeky, and full of unexpected drink-fueled moments. He's not American, but he still made this list. That's talent. Known for his mashup interviews where stars mingle and chaos reigns. Very good. I knew you guys would know it. Doctor got the short answer. There you go, Doctor. Sandra. Very good. Ma'am's in the house. Welcome back. Doctor. Stewart. King. Graham Norton is correct. Guests are actually served wine before filming. Hey, that sounds good. Yeah. Well, we are on the bonus round, ma'am, so you're coming in late. Coming in late. But we do still have 15 in the bonus round. We are doing TV and radio hosts in case anybody is still interested. All right. You got that one awfully quick. 15. Here we go. His gap-toothed grin and sardonic wit made late night TV a little stranger. The top 10 list, that was him. We do the top 20. We're twice as good. Stupid pet tricks, that was also him. He made awkward interviews into an art form. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's getting it pretty fast. Doctor, ma'am, King, Stewart, Sandra. From NBC to CBS, he reigned as the king of ironic cool. Excuse me. Without him, there'd be no Conan, no Colbert, no Fallon. Okay. Letterman once bought a used truck from a guest on the air. I don't know how that fits in, but anyway, that's fun. David Letterman was born all the way back in 1947, and he is still with us today. Although he's got a bigger beard now. Looks like Santa Claus now. Yeah. All right, we're down to number 14. Let's see who we got next. Now, she made world leaders cry, and not just from tough questions. The first woman to co-anchor the evening news. Her specials were appointment TV, especially around the holidays. You always knew it was serious when she said, "We're in your home." That's right, she would go to the people's houses. "We're in your home." Her 10 most fascinating people list fascinated us every year. Very good. Very good, Doctor. Sandra. I think Doctor will give you credit for that because you got the Barbara Wawa. That's almost better than her real name. Yes. Barbara Walters. Barbara was born in 1929, and she did pass away in 2022. She co-created The View. Love that show. In her late 60s. Talk about staying relevant. Yeah. There you go. Barbara Walters. She lasted a while. It's a good thing, I guess. Let's see who remembers this one. Number 13. He created the very format of late night variety TV. This is the first guy. Musician, comedian, thinker. He was the Swiss Army knife of hosts. Before Carson, before Letterman, he was The Tonight Show. Very good, Doctor. Very good. Basically, every host after him owes him a royalty fee. I don't think he's collecting. He composed over 8,500 songs. There you go. Everybody's getting it now. Very good. Dr. Ma'am, Sandra. Bigger than a bread box. I like that. He probably coined a bunch of things, huh? He composed 8,500 songs, which is actually more than Irving Berlin. So there, he's got that going for him. Steve Allen. You guys remember Steve Allen? I remember Steve Allen. I think I don't know if they showed reruns of his late night show or he actually had another show later on during the day. Can't remember. But I used to see it when I was a kid. A preteen. What age is preteen? I guess it's before 13. Number 12. The original shock jock. He paved the way for loud radio. Irreverent, controversial, and undeniably influential. Morning drive time would never be the same after him. Comedy, politics, and insult all before 9 a.m. Who remembers who this is? No, he actually was even before Howard Stern. I think he and Howard Stern used to fight a lot. This is not Howard Stern. His mic was always hot, and so were his takes. Yes, yeah, the doctor's feeding us all kinds of information. We're trying to play a game, and the doctor's trying to teach us things. Come on, you guys. Oh, there's the doctor. And at the same time, he's forced to be the one to come up with the answer. It's always good to have a doctor in the house. You know, I always say that. Don Imus is, of course, correct. Don Imus. All right. Now, here's one of my favorites. If you heard about UFOs when you woke up at 3 a.m., he's probably the one who told you. His voice was calm, eerie, and completely mesmerizing. He broadcasted from the Nevada desert, and it felt like it. Yeah, you could feel where he broadcasted from. Ghosts, aliens, conspiracy theories, you name it, he aired it. Ta-da! So that's who I want to be when I grow up now. When my show grows up, it wants to be Art Bell's show. Yes. Coast to Coast AM was a cult classic of the weirdest kind. Bell held Area 51 call-in nights, where callers claimed to be ex-government insiders. Yes, he did. There you go. Everybody's getting it now. From the high desert actually, it was Nevada. He lived out in Pahrump, where the largest cat house was. Ladies of the Night worked out there next to Art's trailer. Okay. Top 10. Let's do it. Top 10 TV or radio hosts. He walked into the audience before it was cool, and he just kept walking. His show tackled abortion, race, and religion before daytime TV thought that was okay. He gave the mic to regular folks and actually listened. white hair, fast talk, and serious topics. This was must-see mid-morning television. Yeah, Doctor. This is the guy who paved the way for Oprah or Dr. Phil and the rest of them. This is the first guy. Yeah. And who was he married to? Anybody remember that? It all ties together. It all our entertainment channel all ties together. Who was Phil Donahue married to? Anybody remember that? Donahue's show was the first to bring Soviet and American citizens together on air during the Cold War. There you go. That was cool. Yeah, he was married to that girl. He was. Correct. And I'm sure you're about to tell me who that girl is. That was just a placeholder. Ma'am! Thank you. Martha Thomas, of course. Okay, top 9. Here we go. Here we go. The absolute gold standard of late night. Everyone wanted his blessing. If he waved you over to the couch, you'd made it. That's right. That's right. He'd have some comedians on, and he'd let them do their bit, or even some musicians. But sometimes they didn't get to come to the couch. You guys remember that? You had to get the opportunity to go to the couch. Sandra has it. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Carson. Not Jimmy. For 30 years, he was the nation's bedtime story. He didn't just host the Tonight Show, he was the Tonight Show. Yes. And I don't know who got it first. Andrew got it first, I think. Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson, correct. Born in 1925, passed away in 2005. Carson's last episode drew over 50 million viewers. Yeah, it was second only to the Super Bowl. Second only to the Super Bowl. There you go. Here's Johnny. Right? That's where that came from. Ed McMahon. Doc Severson. Doc Severson was the musician. Yeah. Doc and Ed. All right. Number 8. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the star. Didn't one of you guys say that the other night? Doctor, didn't you say that the other night? Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Didn't you say that? I think you said that. He was the velvet voice behind America's favorite countdown. From coast to coast, his show made top 40 songs feel personal. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Correct. Doctor. He also voiced Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Did you know that? He was Shaggy. A DJ, a legend, and an actual Saturday morning staple. His long-distance dedications made grown adults cry in their cars. That's right. Oh, the dedication stories. Yeah. Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem, born in 1932 and passed away in 2014. 2014. Coast to Coast, America's Top 40. Right? Something like that. From coast to coast, this is America's Top 40. There we go. That wasn't even close. Yep. All right, top 7. Here we go. Similar, but different. The next 2 are both similar, but different. Teen Pop had a face, and it was his. American Bandstand was the dance party of the airwaves. He was the guy who made lip syncing totally okay. New Year's Eve, you probably rang it in with him. He was called America's oldest teenager. Excuse me. Yes, of course. Sandra. America's oldest teenager. Dick Clark. Dick Clark was born in 1929 and passed away in 2012. Clark appeared on camera in 7 consecutive decades. You know, when he was 80, he looked like he was 40. Right? He was in his 80s. He looked like he was in his 40s. Dick Clark. Chubby Checker. There's a blast. But no, it's not chubby. It's American Bandstand. I don't know if you guys got to see that over there. Did you guys get to see American Bandstand on the weekend? So it was on ABC, I think. They had the monkeys on the show for sure. Yeah. All right. Similar, but different. Number 6. This is more of a radio guy. He gave us Disco Duck and still got taken seriously afterwards. He is the voice behind Rick Dees. Oh, that's... I can't believe the robots gave that away. The robots gave you the clue. His weekly top 40. This is Rick Dees. Do you remember the song Disco Duck by any chance? It hit number 1 on the Billboard. He's been charting hits longer than most artists stay famous. And he still jokes about it on the air. He was born in 1950, and it says he's still alive today. I guess that's not that old. Yeah, I don't know why the robots gave that one away. But, you know, they do that sometimes. In addition to hallucinating, they sometimes will give you a giveaway clue that I don't read ahead of time. I don't know if you noticed that. I try not to read the clues ahead of time because I like to be as surprised as you. All right, that means we're down to the top 5. Top 5 TV or radio hosts. Anybody remember Rick Dees? No? Nobody remembers. All right. Good thing the robots gave it away then. You know this guy. He's hosted everything from red carpets to radio to reality finals. The modern day master of multitasking in media. He took over American Idol and he never let it go. Somehow he's always polished, never sweaty, and never flustered. Unlike our show here. Let's see who got it. Doctor. Although King got the complete answer. He's the heir to Dick Clark's legacy. And, of course, he started doing the New Year's, right? Yeah, Ryan Seacrest is correct. Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest once did 11 hours of live TV in a single day during a Super Bowl week. I'm not familiar, but that sounds impressive. I can't imagine being on here for 11 hours. Yana, what's going on, man? Good to see you. It's not Simon. It's Ryan Seacrest. Kind of looks like Simon a little bit, though, right? Kind of does. Yeah. You know, I have to go with it. Kind of looks like, but it was Ryan Seacrest. All right, number 4. Top TV and radio hosts. We're almost done. Suspenders on, microphone hot, questions sharp. He didn't prep much. He just listens. He interviewed everyone from presidents to psychics. This was CNN's longest running show and its most charming shrug. Don't know what that means. Very good. Very good, you guys. You're all getting it. Dr. Sandra Stewart. You are all correct. Why was his favorite question and his superpower? Larry King conducted over 50,000 interviews in his career, including Marlon Brando's infamous kiss. Did Marlon Brando kiss him? I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that? Marlon Brando's infamous kiss. He must have kissed him. I did not remember that. Larry King, born in 1933, and he passed away in 2021. He did. Okay. You know, it sounds familiar from lore, but I didn't actually see it, I don't think. There must be tape. Number 3. Hard to believe. He laughs at his own jokes, but we still laugh with him. Sketches, lip syncs, and celebrity games, he's the fun one. From Saturday Night Live to The Tonight Show King, he made late night feel like recess. Viral content is his currency, and he's always got plenty. He's your favorite musical guest's favorite host. You guys watch Jimmy Fallon? I don't watch TV anymore, but all I do is YouTube videos. All I do is YouTube. Not Jimmy Kimmel, fortunately. Let my politics show. Jimmy Fallon is correct. Yes, Jimmy Fallon. Fallon's barbershop quartet versions of rap songs have charted. Yes, they've charted. There you go. All right. The same guy. All right, top 2. Obviously, you're going to know this one. From outrageous to introspective, he reinvented himself without losing edge. He is the king of all media. Wasn't a joke. It was a prophecy. He made shock jock radio a cultural force. He definitely is one of the best celebrity interviewers alive. He's a very good interviewer. I will give him that. He is still on satellite, although he's been canceled. He is still unpredictable, and he's still Howard. There you go. Very good. Oh, you guys all got that right away. Matthew Stewart. Man. Dr. Stork. Howard Stork. That Howard Stork, isn't that Ayn Rand? Oh no, that's Howard Rourke. Howard Rourke. Stern once ran for governor of New York. Did you know that? His platform was to fix tickets and to get rid of bridge tolls. Yes, Howard Stern. Not Stork, not Rourke. Howard Stern. All right, that leaves one TV or radio host to go. Number one. It's a oldie. A really big shoe meant one thing: Sunday Night Magic. He introduced Elvis. He introduced the Beatles. And he introduced America to itself. Stiff delivery. It's like he had really tight shoulders. He needed a massage therapist. He did. He made TV variety shows a family ritual, from jugglers to rock gods. If they were anyone, they played on his stage. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ed Sullivan, Sandra, Matthew, Stewart. No, not Stewart. Who's Justin? Who's Justin Willman? This is does he kind of look like Justin Willman? This is the really big shoe guy. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. There he is. And number one on our list of TV and radio hosts. The Beatles' appearance in 1964 pulled in 73 million viewers, which was Sullivan's biggest show ever. Ever. All right, gang. Well, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. Gang's almost all here. When do you get Rhombus back in the house? Is he still moving? And Alex, where's Alex? Hope they didn't draft him. Yes. I don't know. Those might be bad jokes. I'm not sure. Can we look at next week's show? Let's take a look. Our next show. Wednesday's show. Let's look at Wednesday's show. All right, Stuart. Wednesday's the night. Robert De Niro movies. Here we go. And then we'll tack on some top 20 lemon cars. So everybody might have a different opinion of that, but we'll see what the robots come up with for lemon cars. And I'll give you a hint as well. The videos for the lemon cars have been made by the new Elon Musk AI, Grok. Grok 4 has made our videos for our lemon cars this week. So that might be entertaining as well. You talking to me? I wasn't talking to you, really, but I guess I was talking to all of you. I'm talking to all of you. Anyway, so what else? Oh, and then we'll have a bonus round. And you guys can decide if you want to do the bonus round. Usually you do, but whatever. All right, man. Thanks for playing. I've got a compilation to take us out the door, and you can revisit these videos, and I will see you next time. And once again, thank you so much.
The night wears heels, she struts alone. This bar's the place I call my home. I sip the swallow pride, pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a song you used to feel? I still burn. I still ache. I still whisper your name when I break. In this velvet room where memories bloom, I still wait for a shadow to take